Y'all, this is my hair. I went from punching to touching, and then that was my problem. I know this night it was the teleport. Cheers. My mom probably thinking I'm safe in bed whole time I'm turned playing with it went in my mouth. I'm back again. I'm so excited to be back. Y'all already know why I'm here. As promised. I don't know if it's because I took this big hiatus or maybe because of the fact that I've become inconsistent, which is my fault. I apologize. But I'm like getting really sad because I feel like I'm not seeing all my like first timer subscribers from like the beginning. I'll say something in a story time and no one will remember it. And it makes me sad because it's just like y'all all supposed to remember. Like y'all supposed to be keeping up. Y'all supposed to know what the f going on today. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another story time. Today's story time, I want to do something on my hair. Today will be part 2 to the story time about my last one. If you haven't watched my last one, go do that before you watch this one, or you don't have to watch that one, to be honest, even though you should. So yes, I will be trying this hairstyle that I've seen. Let me show y'all. This is the hairstyle I want to do, y'all.
Yeah, this is a cute hairstyle.
But yeah, I'll be doing my hair while telling y'all that part because I really want to try the style, and I also want y'all to see me doing the style so that y'all don't have to ask me, how did you get that style? Honestly, this hair is so trash. It's from Love Me Hair, and I'm name dropping because they always using my videos and stealing my fucking pictures, so I don't mind name dropping. I am humiliated. Let me clear this up for y'all. Clearly, I like to wear the sweater. It got a little beady. It's washed, okay? Just, think of it as imaginary sparkles and rhinestones, cause what the fuck? I wanna come think about it. I got 2 versions of the sweater, y'all. Sheen, this what you do to me? You making my shit look like I've been wearing this for years? Do not buy no sweaters off Sheen. Y'all be stealing my shit and I don't like that. They don't ever pay me neither. But yeah, y'all, today's story time, I'll be telling y'all about the time where I got exposed. They was telling the wrong story, so I'm here to tell the real story about what really happened. I wasn't even exposed for real. If y'all watched the last story time, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like I said, nobody really knew my business until she put it on that Facebook post for real. I also kind of want to drink the drink that I was drinking because I got drunk this night that she told what happened. I was drunk. So, I was getting busy drunk. I have an excuse. What's yours? No shade. No shade. I promise you it was no shade. It was low-key shade. Yeah, I actually think I might go get me a glass of the good old drink that I was drinking the night that it happened. I actually seen this drink going viral on TikTok, and I was like, oh my god, y'all didn't know about this drink because it was the first alcohol I ever got drunk off of. I know this night it was the teleport. And yes, I just said what drink it was. It was the teleport that did it to me. I know for a fact that the reason I was even so lit was because of that teleport, and I'm finna explain to y'all how. I am of age. I am of age. I'm of age once I live in my own shit. I don't need nobody being like, oh my god. I don't encourage underage drinking anything. I'm of age. I'm 21. Subtract 21 by 2. Yeah.
Now that's a couple lines.
It's a lot to the story, and I'll also be doing my hair at the same time, and it also will be a drunk story time. I might as well drink the drink that I was drinking the night that it happened, and maybe it'll give me some type of flashback, like I'm Raven Simone or something. What is the fun in telling the story sober? Let's take a few sips first, because that's the point. I'm supposed to be a little bit sipped up. Cheers. Everybody got their glasses. Everybody got their glasses. Clink, clink, clink. Sip. I don't really be needing chasers, or at least with red wine, but teleport, I don't know why, it works so quick on me. So I'm gonna drink some water with it too, so I'm not feeling a little too damn dizzy.
20 minutes later.
All of this took place when I was in 9th grade, and when I was in 9th grade, I was 15. I was just about to move out of New York, y'all. This was the last event I would be at right before I moved out of New York, so for me, it was like, you gotta go big or go home. My mom knew it was best to get me and my sister the fuck up out of New York. We was doing a lot, but we was leaving New York right before my friend's 16th birthday. So I was asking my mom, I was like, yo, could we just stay until her birthday because I don't want to have to come back. And I didn't know when I was gonna be back. Like, I knew I would be in Connecticut. I didn't know how far Connecticut was. Like, I really wasn't aware. Like, I was just having an identity crisis. Or no, was my friend turning 15 or 16? No, because she had a sweet 16. So was I 14? No way. Oh my god, I was 14. I'm absolutely humiliated by my behavior at 14 years old. So y'all, the first time this happened, I guess I was 14. I was not 15. I don't know if I was just in denial with myself for a little bit there, but now that I think about it, if it was her 15th birthday, she's born 6 months earlier than me. So that means I was 14 when this happened. Yikes. Like, someone needed to put my on a leash. I was being grown as don't do what I do, y'all. I feel like every kid needs experiences and every kid should experience, which is why when I have kids, I will not try to be like that mom who tries to act like, oh, I never did nothing and I was so innocent. I'm gonna still teach my kids that, you know, yeah, I did it, but it wasn't okay that I did it. So don't do what I do. You know what I mean? But I feel like some parents be so ready to like hide what they did from their kids. I told y'all a story about this boy before, and I don't even know if I'm gonna tell y'all which boy it was because it's low-key humiliating to even say that I doubled back. I want y'all to guess in the comments which story I'm talking about with this particular person in it. Just keep in mind my whereabouts and my age. It's not Dice. Please do not comment Dice. It wasn't him. It was literally only a double back because of the fact that I was I was only a double. I was trying to make an excuse for myself. Hold on, y'all. Let me think of one. I only double back because I was lonely. I'm joking. I don't think of it as a double back because I told y'all literally nothing ever happened again after this. It was the one and only time something ever happened between us like this. Let's give this guy a name. We gonna name this guy Z. I don't consider him an ex no more because, like I said, when all of this happened, I was so young. So I don't really like considering people who, before I was even in my dating bag, you know what I mean? Yeah, that was definitely the alcohol talking because I don't even know what I mean. Well, I know what I mean now because it's me. What I was basically saying is like, after a couple relationships and ages, you're gonna be like, that man wasn't an ex. Y'all were 10. But at this time in my life, he was an ex because I wasn't that grown. But now that I'm grown, it ain't an ex. I'm sorry now. I wouldn't consider them an ex if like someone was to ask, oh, who are they to you? I would just be like, oh, like that was just a boy with history. So let me give y'all some background about me and Z's past. This was not the first time that I had heard like a rumor about me doing something with him in the first place. One time I was arguing with another girl about my actual like ex or whatever. This was before this situation took place. She was like to me like, oh, didn't you get in a basement and said Z's name in Z's basement? And I was like, what are you talking about? When she said that, the boy who we was arguing over was like to me, you did that? And I was like,
you so fucking for real.
Do it look like I would fucking do that? That was just for comedic relief. I really ain't do it for real. I swear. Hey y'all, I just want to take some time out this video to thank our sponsorship for today's video. Today's video is sponsored by HiRise. HiRise is a gaming app where you can not only customize your living space, but also your character using over 40,000 unique items such as accessories, clothing, furniture. You have the option to explore the app, whether it's by listening to pageants, doing challenges, or simply by just hanging out with a couple folks from across the globe. You can meet new people, exchange rare collectible items, and not only that, but you can also compete in weekly events. Users create all the rooms, games, karaoke, parties, and design content. I personally love using the app because when I'm just relaxing after a long freaking day, y'all, sometimes I just be needing to just be in another world, and I feel like HiRise just lets me execute that perfectly. You know, I just design my character. As y'all can see, she's a baddie. Also, as you all may know, I have a new apartment, and in HiRise, you can like select your apartment and just decorate it. So I love doing that because it helps me execute what I'm looking for and what I want for myself. The app itself just has a whole bunch of options that you should go explore yourself. So if you're interested, I will have everything down below linked in the description. Download the app. HiRise is also running a 20% off winter gold sale. So the summer's almost over. Get to get, click it. Build your creative experience and make new friends, because why not? Don't take it from me, take it from HiRise. Thank you, HiRise, for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to the story time because I know it's so messy. I was still a virgin when all of this even happened in the first place. And what's funny is because out of all my friends, I was like almost the last one to even lose anything. This was the first telly that ever happened. Me and my friends used to have tellies all the time after this situation because it was such a fun night. A telly is basically a hotel party in New York. That's what it's called. This was the first telly we would ever be having. And when we first had the telly, you know, we had to go all out. That night, I had got ready. Honestly, I didn't even want to go. Like, I remember it was right before I had left New York. I barely had any good clothes to wear that night. I barely wanted to go, but it was my friend's birthday. And her mom was one of those moms who's like a cool mom. She gonna make sure we here for a good time, not a long time. Her mom, she know how to make us have some fun as some kids. So her mom said she was gonna book a hotel, and we basically all told our parents that her mom was gonna be in the hotel the whole time, or that her mom was gonna be in like a hotel next door, or whatever the I don't know. I feel like with her, she was so innocent because we was all telling our parents like she's gonna be in the hotel the whole time. She thinking our parents are okay with us being in the hotel alone. She most likely knew we was lying about telling our parents she was staying, but she didn't really wanna. Once again, I feel like the alcohol was talking y'all because I don't know what the I'm talking about. Her mom was one of the cool moms. Like, if our parents didn't know, that didn't mean we couldn't do it because she knew. And she knew we was finna get home safe at the end of the night. All we was gonna have was a good time. No injuries, no nothing. And it's true. Every single time we went out with her, we came home in one piece. We almost didn't come home in one piece, but that wasn't her fault. She was under the impression we was chilling. Yeah, I love her for that. She used to help us like cover up our lives with our parents. It was so innocent. This night she was like she was gonna get all of us a hotel room and that we could just have fun. It was supposed to be no boys. It was supposed to be nothing. Like we was not supposed to be doing nothing with no boys. So the first thing we did that night, it was such a fun night. We went to this place called the Melting Pot.
Ouch!
Then after that, we went home. We put on like some clothes. We ended up going to Sky Zone because we was in some like little plaza. Keep in mind, y'all, I had a sprained ankle because that morning I was doing laundry because I ain't had no clothes. And I fell down my dad's apartment stairs. So I went to Sky Zone with a sprained ankle and I couldn't get out the little cubicle thing because my ankle was hurting and I was too big. They all had to like collectively like drag me out because I couldn't use my feet. And then my body weight was like weighing me down. Our hotel was also in the same place as this plaza. Our friend's boyfriend, he was older than us and he was like a kid who hung out with older kids. So he was able to get us all off. I remember it being Hypnotic, Pink Whitney, teleport, but like this teleport was big as some Hennessy. Y'all, we was just drinking really heavy that night. For us to be like 14 and 15, this is gonna be our first time all collectively getting drunk. When you get that one piece of hair in your face, it's so overstimulating. So we was inviting hella boys. Like it's time to turn up. We was inviting hella people and they was all boys because we had enough girls in my friend group where we ain't need no more for real. We needed all the I never really realized how hyped our telly was until when we hang out now, we be like, bro, like we really used to have mad hotel parties. It wasn't our fault. I feel like a lot of to be mad because they boyfriends in the telly, but at the end of the day, keep that home. Because y'all wasn't supposed to have girlfriends. And then y'all come, and then when y'all leave, now your girlfriends want to fight. Some ain't adding up. And then it's like, fight for what? Your boyfriend didn't even get fucked. You want to fight because we gave him a couple shots? You might want to fight because I put Henny in his mouth, but hey, I'm joking, I never did that. I was respectful. Allegedly. If your boyfriend was at our telly, I promise you he's safe. That was one thing with my friends. We could be around 10 niggas and none of them would have sex. All my friends was there. It was another guy who ended up coming that night. I just remember when my friend's mom was leaving, like I said, she didn't know 100% that we was going to be having guys there, but she had told the front desk that she was not going to be staying. So to call her if anything happened, because she told the front desk to be on the lookout for us because she worked at like a branch of that hotel. She basically told them like, you know, just watch out for my kids or whatever. I won't be here tonight. And this, that, and the third. And they was like, okay, bet. This hotel was so annoying because it only had one front entrance. It had another one, but we didn't know at the time yet. We ended up figuring it out later, but we didn't know at the time. So basically, we was just letting them walk straight in, and then we was just telling them not to look or say nothing to the staff. Just walk straight in, and then just walk in the elevator. Like, don't look at no one, don't say nothing to no one, just walk in. So when we was doing that, we did it like twice. She ended up calling my friend's mom and being like, they're bringing boys inside of the hotel because, like I said, my friend's mom said to call her. So she did, like a snitch. So my friend's mom, she called my friend and was going to off, and she was like, I don't trust you, I'm finna come bring you home right now, and I'm finna come. And I feel like she was bluffing. I ain't even gonna lie. Her mom, she really never got mad at us, but when she did, she had every reason to curse us clean the out. We ain't never took it personal. So yeah, she called her daughter and was like, I'm coming to get you because I can't trust you, like you're doing this. Why am I hearing that it's boys coming into the party, blah blah blah. So then I took the phone because I feel like if her mom was gonna believe anyone, it was gonna be me. And it was true because I saved the night. I said to her mom, I was like, let's call her Miss R. Miss R, it was no boys. We were only telling them to come to drop off something for us and money for us for my friend, your daughter, and this, that, and the third. She ended up believing us, and then she was like, okay. And I felt so bad for lying, but literally after, I looked at my friend and I was like, I hope she loved me still after this, because if we get caught tonight, I hope y'all know I'm gonna ruin my reputation with her. She ended up not coming because she was like, I'm on my way back to the hotel right now. Oh no, I think she was downstairs, y'all. I think she was even downstairs. She was on the phone and downstairs, so my friend started having like this whole panic attack because she was scared that her mom was gonna shut it down, but like it was too late because we didn't know about that exit yet. So like the boys was already in the hotel, so like we had them hiding in the closet. And I think in our heads, we was low-key, like, a little bit cuckoo and dumb. But we kind of made sense because we was like, we not going to tell them to leave and go, like, hide in the hotel and then leave before she gets here, because not only is she in the lobby, but also the lobby clerk already done clocked us. So we didn't know about that second exit. And we're like, oh, my God, when they leave anyway, we going to get caught. So we was like, we got to hide them until the next shift. Because we knew that that girl had to clock out, because we clocked in at like 6 and she was there. So we knew she wouldn't be here overnight, or at least in the morning. Y'all, it was a mess. We didn't do none of that. We had them hiding under the couch and behind curtains and in the closet and shit. Like, dumb. Because if she would have came in there, she would have saw all of them. I'm like that bitch who could cover up everything. I was like, you know what? Just give me the phone for it. I'm finna handle this.
All I need is a pack of Newports and a shot of Henny, and I bet you we gonna have this party.
Her mom went back home. We had this party. We're hotboxing in the bathroom, y'all. We just having fun and keep. Y'all just see that? The teleport is teleporting, but y'all, I'm hot. Like, I'm getting hot and sweaty. We mixing every single piece of alcohol. No one was touching the teleport. We was mixing the Hypnotic, the Henny, the Pink Whitney. And for, like, first-time drinkers, it's like you drinking all the first-time no-nos. You better off as a first-time drinker drinking one colorful drink and just keeping it as that, or a Svedka, or, like, a Tito. But, like, I feel like all my first alcohols, y'all, was the first-time no-nos. Like, where every first-time drinker always drinks that and then has a horror story. But for me, I never had no horror story where I projectile vomited, like I was begging, crying because I didn't want to be drunk no more. I never had all of that. Believe it or not, I had my first one this summer in Miami where I was like actually throwing up, but it wasn't even that bad. Like, I just remember it being like, ugh, I'm drunk. And then I was just like, babe, I need a plastic bag. And my boyfriend gave me a plastic bag. And then I was just throwing up. And like, I just remember thinking like, this is so cool because it's really coming out against my will. I wasn't like mad though. Like, it felt nice. Like, after I threw up, I took my ass to bed. I ever only had moments where it's like, I would throw up if I see one of my friends throw up. And my best friend, she was prominent for throwing up. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely dragged out the story because I didn't want to tell y'all my business. Because I'm editing and I'm just like,
Rykky,
how much longer till we get to the part where you did what you did? I don't know. Do y'all like that? Do y'all like when I give y'all the extra detail? Because I know how to give detail. But let me stop dragging out. I'm dragging out using this part. Let me just get into my business now before y'all start leaving this shit. I just remember me being drunk and lonely and just thinking to myself like, I'm so sad. Throughout the night, everybody started getting wifed up low-key. Everybody was on the phone with their little bass ski. My friend was on the phone with her bass ski, who was best friends with my crush at the time. I'm not finna lie to y'all, I'm drunk. And we laying in the bed and the boy Z comes. And Z, he wasn't really in my face the whole night. Like, we was friends. Like, remember I told y'all we grew up in elementary school together. Like, we literally graduated from the same elementary school class. So I was just sad mainly because of the fact that I was leaving and I knew that my life was about to be changing. Like, I was went from having hella fun with my friends every day to now I'm about to be stuck in Connecticut. Them hotel cups that they give you to gargle your mouth out and shit. I took one of them long tall glasses, rinsed it out in the sink because we had like the hotel where you get the sink. Teleport. I took a cup of that shit, a whole glass full, and I had went in the bathroom when we was hotboxing with some other guy who was at the telly. He was there for another girl though. Me and him was just hotboxing in the bathroom with like a couple other friends, and the whole time I was just drinking it and like no one stopped me. Like, but no one stopped me because I don't even think nobody realized the damage I was finna do with this damn teleport. Like, I was really bugging out. I had chugged it and then I poured another one, and then that one I didn't chug, but I was just drinking it. But like at this point I probably drank like half of that one. Imagine that. When I chugged it, I just remember the room just feeling like, the room just was like hella hot. Everything was just so much more fun. It was my first time ever being drunk, so like everything was just something I've never experienced before. I just remember being lit as fuck. So throughout the night, I don't know how, but me and Z ended up in the same bed. Me and Z was just like laughing and shit, and it was just funny, but he just kept being loud as for no reason. Like, he was just being so ignorant. But since I was drunk, I feel like it was nagging me so much more. I don't even remember what he was saying. We just kept playing and like joking the whole night. I'm not gonna lie, I think I was the one who initiated it. I was like, shut up before I punch you in the balls. So I punched him in the balls. I think he made like a joke or something about how it feeling nice or some shit. Like, you knew that hurt. Just say you wanted some coochie for real. He was like, I don't care, I like that. But at this time, he was not a virgin at all, and I was. And I was just like, shut up. And I was just like, What was I thinking for sure? Cause I was really freestyling that night. Like, what was I thinking, bro? I'm really crying at my actions right now because Rykky, some part of me low-key knew what I was doing, but I would like to die down to me being drunk. Let me just say 100% of this was consensual. All of this was consensual. None of it was forced. None of it was because I was drunk. We both know what we was doing. We both was aware at the end of the night. We both had our discussion about it and basically was just like, it happened. Oh well, you know what I mean? Like, let's not dwell on it. And that was just that. Y'all, this is my hair. Is it cute? If it's not cute, I'm gonna be sad. Now I want to do my makeup because of the fact that my hair looks kind of done. I just want to make that clear. I need to sit before I tell y'all my sins. So the boy was being so loud and obnoxious. He was getting on my nerves. And I knew he was doing it on purpose. So I was like, shut up before I punch you in the balls. So he was just talking his big whatever. And then I
Punched him in the balls.
because I don't know if he thought I was joking, but I was so serious. So when I had did that, he had made a joke like something about he liked that or something. So then I ended up taking it upon myself to go inside the drawers. And that's how you know. Because if someone say, shut up before I pinch your clit, get away from me. I'm scared. With permission, of course, I went to punch him in the balls that way, but I feel like I went from punching to touching, and then that was my problem because I had been traumatized a couple months prior. I never really took a liking to this after because I don't want to include the next clips where I was explaining it, so I'm gonna just explain like this. Clear it up. After that experience, I just did not like being around penis. I didn't like seeing them. I thought they were ugly. It's not that I took a liking to girls. I did still like men. It's just that I just didn't like what came with them. I feel like they all used them in a negative way, but I guess the drunkenness this night was just like, fuck it. I had this trauma where I was scared, but since this is someone who I had known and had trusted kinda, I never was like nervous about it. I was nervous, don't get me wrong, but him telling anybody was not my first thought, nor did I think this is gonna be like the end of me. I just wasn't thinking that. In that moment, I was like, okay, maybe I'm ready to do something like freaky. I be drinking this teleport now with my man, and I promise you, it is a teleport demon somewhere in that bottle. Look at this bottle. Y'all see how it's almost done? So I had went to touch him in his like area or whatever. I knew what to do. I knew I wasn't gonna have sex with him, but I just didn't want him to get the interpretation that anything else was gonna happen because I knew I couldn't fulfill that promise. I don't know, I was just nervous. It came to the point where like now like it was fully out. My mom probably thinking I'm safe in bed whole time I'm turned in the telly playing with and this was time where we was gonna ba-doom. Reasonably so, because I feel like why else would a just be playing with your balls and your you know what I mean? He ended up initiating that he wanted guac. I thought I was about to be the to do it. I'm gonna admit, I thought that I was grown and I thought that I could fulfill the wants and needs of a man, but I fortunately could not have, and I now know that I was not ready for that type of play. So before I start this part of the story, I just want to thank everyone in my life and just tell them that I honorably respect them and that if they respect me to click out. To my boyfriend, I don't know no other man besides you. I've never been through this. To my family, this is not me. This is a moment of weakness. The devil took over. Amen. Hallelujah. Praise God. To my little cousins, to my boyfriend's little cousins, your mama, your dad, click out of it. I don't need you to see this. Skip about 60 seconds ahead. I knew what I was getting myself into. I knew what I was about to do. I had attempted to do it. I just remember using fucking Bath and Body Works lotion, my Love Spell Victoria's Secret lotion. Then he initiated that he wanted me to use my mouth. When I went to do it, it went like, like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm telling y'all this bullshit. When I went to do it, I literally couldn't. It went in my mouth. I'm growing. I need to like stop being a child. Tell me I'm not the only one. Like it went horribly wrong, y'all. It went in my mouth, and then when it went in my mouth and I realized what was in my mouth and I felt it touch my tongue. Oh my
Goodness gracious.
When it went in my mouth and I realized what was in my mouth and I felt it touch my tongue. Oh my goodness gracious. Instantly I got up, I swear, did my little head bob a couple times.
No.
I didn't even give the man a head bob. Like I'm talking, went in my mouth. I jumped the fuck up, ran to the bathroom in front of this man, which the bathroom was in the same room. And I went and rinsed my mouth out, like literally started brushing my teeth. And I was just screaming, oh my fucking God, like no, like I cannot do this, I cannot do this. I just was like, hell nah. One of my friends was drunk in the closet where it happened, right? It was the boy who was drunk, and the boy dad just opened the closet door and was like, wait,
What just happened?
I was literally going through it for the rest of the night, but I did take a minute out of my day to cry about what happened. I was like so fucking sad and disgusted with myself. When I'm older and I have kids, I will be letting my kids know, delete your social media before you get drunk for the first time. So I was crying. That's why I really know this man was drunk. I was crying with my best friend. At this point, he's telling me he has blue balls. I was like, bro, you better go in the bathroom and beat your, because I swear to God, you're not getting no play from me. I get bugged. This is the only one and only telly where I ever did anything anyways. When I was crying, this man came up to me with his Peter Wacker still out his pants, and he gonna go, I have blue balls. I just started screaming because it was just back in my face. I was just so traumatized, and he was just laying there, and I was trying to get them all to go home because I was so disgusted with myself that I wanted him and his friend to go home. But then the girl who had came with his friend, or the girl who had came for his friend, kept screaming like, if he leaving, I'm leaving. He not leaving as long as I'm here. At this point, I was trying to get him out because I knew that my friend's mom was gonna come in the morning. She just needed to go back to sleep because she was drunk too, which I understand. And when she went back to sleep, I literally went to him, I was like, get your ass up. It's time for you to go. And he left. Hold on, my camera battery's dying. Before he left, I remember talking to him and I was like, at the end of the day, we did what we did. That's the only thing that happened between me and that boy ever. Hey y'all, somewhere in between this video, I have gotten food poisoning or something. I have the worst stomach cramps right now. So I still want to get this video out to you guys tomorrow. So I'm going to just fast forward and just start doing a lot of jump cuts to get to the end. I have like, you know, more talking. But I'm just gonna cut it short because I'm literally dying right now and I'm in so much pain. So yes, enjoy these last couple of clips because I'm about to round it up in like the next 3 minutes. So yeah. The whole night when I was drinking, me and the boy was basically like laid up on the bed the whole time, like, and I was making snaps. Now, like I said, I had a crush and everything. I woke up the next morning when I was like kind of sober again, and I had went on my phone. I had realized I had been posting the whole night. I think he was even touching my or he was like looking like he was in my boob, which he wasn't, but it looked like he was in the snap. That next Monday, when I went to school, the boy who I had a crush on, who I was talking to that night with my best friend, he was like to me, oh yeah, I seen you was busy, like you mad fake, like you never even invited me to the telly, but you was in there and I could tell you was being grown, blah, blah, blah. Also, I had a lot of guy friends at the time, so when I went into school the next day when I was in class, they was like, what the f was you doing this weekend? And I was like, ooh.
What you mean? I wasn't doing that. What do you mean? I didn't do nothing.
And I was like, oh my gosh, Rykky, what did you do? So everybody had thought me and this boy had done what we did. When me and him spoke again, I was like, don't tell nobody what happened. It was between me and you. Like, it's no one else's business. It was for no one else to know. I feel like I was a little girl and I was being grown, but at the end of the day, y'all was being grown too. So I remember going to his house after the telly and being like to him, again, do not tell nobody because it's embarrassing that I even did what I did in the first place. And he was like, I won't. And
He did.
my friends, we took it to the grave. I'm telling my business and my part of the story now because that's what I want to do. And yeah, I'm gonna go take my pictures on Instagram and I will see y'all in the next upload. Also, I just want to let y'all know that I have robes coming on the way, and my robes are coming on the way. They're very basic, they're very cute, they're very soft, and they're so gorgeous, and I hope that y'all are all ready for them to drop in 2023 because I am ready for them to drop as well. And what the do y'all think they're gonna say? If y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all want to see what they might say. But if you think they're gonna say something, this was my hair. This is how my hair turned out. Such a bad bitch. I will definitely see y'all in the next one. Mwah, kisses. Adios. Bye.
This Christmas, I gave you my heart.